today. I'm using earthenware clay. It looks gray now, but after it's fired in the kiln, it becomes white and bisque. So what we'll do is we'll start with the swan neck and head. What I'm doing is I'm rolling out the neck, and I'm leaving, you'll see, I'm leaving this uneven area at the end. That is going to become the swan's head. So I want to make sure I get rid of any weird knuckle marks, smoothing those out for a nice, sleek, extended neck. There, that looks good. I'm happy with that. I'm going to smooth out anything that bugs me. With a dry, dusty finger, just smoothing over the surface, I can clean that up quite nicely. And then I'm going to bend gently, smoothly manipulate a little arch in the neck, and then draw forward the beak from the head. Now I'm realizing, ooh, this is a really long beak. I don't like that, so I'm going to get rid of that. And I'm going to smooth a new beak forward with such a gentle touch. I'm making sure that I'm not squeezing the arch in the neck while I'm doing this. I'm being really gentle. And there we go. I'm a little happier with that now. Let's see what she looks like. Yeah, that's going to be sweet. Okay, but this is kind of soft. It's kind of wimpy. It wants to fall and slope. So I'm going to leave that rest for a little bit while I take some clay and make the body. I have to decide how much I want. I need a little bit more. Yeah, that's better. Again, I'm going to roll around and around and around to smooth in any rough edges that are on the clay. So now I've got it all rounded in. And I'm going to go back and forth, tapering where the neck will come out and tapering also where the tail of the swan will be. I'm going to draw that out and extend that to define a sweet pointy tail at the end. And again, dragging my finger over the top. See how slow and nice and smooth you can go? And that smooths out any creases and wrinkles so gently. Not pushing hard because that'll dent the clay. Now I'm liking that shape, and I can picture that this is going to look good together. This is too thick. It's thicker than my thumb right now, so I'm going to take, you can take the handle of any tool you have or the handle or the end of the pencil, push it up inside, and that will hollow out the inside of your swan body or any sculpture you have to keep it from blowing up in the kiln. So if you've watched any of the other videos I've done with the homemade play clay, you can do any of those sculptures with earthenware clay as long as you hollow out the inside. Got to get that off my fingernail. There we go. Okay. Hollow out the inside to make sure that the edges aren't thicker than your thumb. Okay, so that's lining up nicely. It's looking about the same thickness as my thumb. So when we put this together, it's going to look really cool. But it still needs to rest a while. While it's resting, I am going to make the swan's wings. Rolling it around, smoothing in those edges, tapering one side of it. I kind of V. Do you see that V shape I'm making with my hands while I roll? Kind of leaning more to one side, leaving this nice and round, because then when I press it flat, like the swan's wing would be, it keeps a nice peak, but a nice rounded side. And I'm going to do that again for the next wing. Of course, you want it to be about the same size, so kind of eye it up, rolling it around, and again, taper one side, shaping a peak, and then flatten it into a nice, even wing shape. They should be the same size. If they're not, it's really easy to take some off and re-smooth. Line them up. That works. Those are quite consistent. All right, so now, if I remember correctly, swan's wings have kind of a peak sticking up over their body sometimes. Sometimes it's right in, but I love it when their wing is peeking up over their back a little bit. I think it adds a little more elegance. So to keep those in place, I'm going to score and slip with my wire brush, dip the wire brush in the water, and scratch up the surface, get it nice and gooey, and that will make a nice secure attachment. Anything left you can smooth away. Look, I just have a pencil here. I'm just going to smooth that away. Get rid of that excess slurry. Now scratching with the other wing. And scratching with this side. Line them up. Look at it from the front. Look at it from the top. Make sure that everything is lined up. Looks like some sort of a plant right now, but that will change. I always like to, oh my goodness, since I was a little girl, I've always done the spiral inside my swan's wings. I think my grandma taught me that. Do the same thing on this side. Just a soft line for the glaze to fall into when I'm adding color. And where that line is, the glaze will get deeper in richness of color. There we go. All right, so by now I'm hoping that the neck has had enough time to rest and firm up. Yeah, it is a little bit better. Okay, so I'm going to handle it a little bit, and I'm going to make little eye sockets. I'm using the tip of my pencil to push in little eye sockets, and that makes little tiny subtle eyebrows as well. And the idea then is to make super tiny eyeballs that will go inside, and the eyeballs should match. One's too small, so I'm going to add try another one and see. Oof, that doesn't work either. Let me try another one. I do this all the time. Make about 5 eyeballs and then finally pick 2 that look alike. I like those 2. So I'm going to take my needle tool, drip a tiny bit of water inside the eye socket, poke the eye, ouch, and drop her in. There we go. And put a drip of water in there, poke the eyeball, ouch, and drop it in. There we go. And then define that line that comes from the eyes. And that again will create a nice easy line to follow when I'm glazing. I love that line. It's like natural eyeliner on a swan. There we go. Clean it up a little bit. Come on. There we go. Cool. All right. So now this is when the test, it's going to reveal itself and whether or not the neck has rested long enough to be strong enough. I'm going to score and slip the body where it gets attached. Score and slip the base of the neck. And gently smooth it on. I am not pushing hard. If I were going to push hard here, it would pinch it really thin, and then the head would totally fall forward. I'm just gently applying it. I scored and slipped it thoroughly, so it's going to stay. All right. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks.